Hi, everybody. They say that we're only about 2 more weeks from knowing everyone's true hair color. And yeah, I needed a haircut before this whole thing started, so I'm starting to discover different hairstyles. Anyway, this video is for Jennifer, for bow circles, but I think it will benefit everybody because even if you can do the bow circles in book 1, there's more advanced bow circles like the gavotte from Mignon in book 2. That's probably one of the hardest examples of bow circles I can think of, even including book 4. The gavotte from Mignon has some challenging bow circles. This system I'm going to give you is going to help, and it will help quickly. I bet if you worked on this just using Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, 3 to 5 days, you will feel like you have mastery over bow circles. First of all, to do a successful bow circle, your bow hold needs to be proper and correct. So let me just remind you of the really critical placement of the fingers. Pinky needs to be on the inner octagonal so that it just gives you more control and more power when you're doing bow circles. So pinky not on the top, but on the inner octagonal, like so. So, this is really hard. So the side that's the octagonal that's facing you, okay? Remember your thumb to keep it bent for greater control. And then I've not taught a lot of you this, but I've learned that this is really helpful. Middle finger needs to be right by the U shape of the bow frog. That's called the throat of the frog. Strange, isn't it? But middle finger just sort of sits there like pressing his face into a window, but not sticking his head through the window. Okay, so 3 important markers for you. I'm getting off track already. So, bow circles. What you're going to do is you're going to set a metronome to 60. And you're going to work it up to 120, doing the following exercise. Let me set my metronome. Hopefully you can hear that clearly. Let me turn it up a little bit. Now where am I? Okay, sorry guys. Set the metronome to 60, and you're going to do lower half of the bow circles. I'll demonstrate it on open strings at first. And that's probably a good idea for you. Just do open strings first, and then when you feel ready, apply it to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to play a down bow, and on the next click, you're going to be back. You're going to have your circle completed like this. Down, set, down, set. And that teaches you to do a rapid bow circle. Let me hit pause. That teaches you to do a fast bow circle and to get back to the reset place early so that your bow can come to a rest instead of just barely getting there on time and then you trip into the new note. Okay, so you'll do that and then you'll work your way up to 120. Let me do a few more examples. I'm going to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star now. So somehow I got moved to 62. Let's do 60. And you'll go like this. Down, set, set, set. And you're only using about this much bow because that's the most practical use for bow circles. Of course, there are other instances where we use a whole bow. We're not talking about that right now. Okay, and play the whole Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And on this note, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the long note, on star, go ahead and use a whole bow, and that will give you 1 moment of practicing a long bow and panicking. Star, 2, 3, go back. So on the 4th click, you need to go back to your reset point, like this. Twinkle, I'm speeding up. Twinkle, right. Star, 2, 3, reset. So you need to be set by the 4th beat. Let's try just that much together, and then I'll turn you loose and I'll teach you the next step. Okay, so let's play, and you've got to be set by the next beat. That's important. So here we go. 2, ready, and go. 2, set. Set. Circle fast. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and set. Circle set. It's a fast motion. 1, 2, 3, and set. And I won't do the whole song with you, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to do that, and you're going to speed up gradually. You can go in several numbers at a time, or you can go 1 click at a time if you want. But work your way from 60 up to 120. And like I said, you can go as fast or as gradually as you want. Once you get to 120, if you're nicely controlled and you're not having any crash landings or any bounced landings, let me show you what that looks like at 120, okay? It's 120. Okay, so then that would say, dang it. Come on now. There we go. So I've worked my way gradually, and now this is the finished product. 1, 2, 3, reset. Set, 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 set. 1, 2, 3, reset. Fast, set, set, play, set, play, 2, 3, set. Okay, I won't finish, even though some of you are probably playing with me, but you can play alone. Once you get to 120 and you're totally successful, bump it back to 60. And this is where the magic happens. When you bump down to 60 and start all over again, you're going to play a down bow on every click. Let me start the metronome and show you what that looks like. It's going to be the same as my 120 that I just played for you. Watch. Set, 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 set. 1, 2, 3, set. We'll play the whole song. 1, 2, 3, set. 1, 2, 3, set. 1, 2, 3, set. 2, 3, set. Okay, now you'll notice I'm not doing a big round circle. That's a misnomer. It is a circular motion, but it's more of a little arc. So you're not seeing me go like this. That's too vertical. You're coming from too high off the string, and it will make the bounce worse. What else can I tell you? Oh, if you make a noise when you set your bow, count that as a mistake. It's not cool to do that. So don't go. Even if you don't bounce, it's still a strike. So you got to be silent as a black cat on Halloween. I don't know. It's the lockdown that's making me have these bizarre analogies. See how silent? Strike. Okay, that's it. And then you can work your way even a little faster than 60, but I really think once you get up to 120 and then bump back to 60 and play a down bow stroke on every note, that's pretty close to what you're going to need in any situation until you get into professional repertoire, and then you might need to prepare your bow circles a little faster, 72 or 80 or something like that, but this will get you far. Hope this helps. Post your questions below. I will try to answer them, or someone in the group probably can answer them. Take care, guys. Stay safe.